Okay, so the way this is going to work today, a bit different, is we've got 6 exercises, or 7 actually, and we're going to do 45 seconds on and 15 seconds off of the mobility exercises. So we shouldn't really need any rest between the exercises because it's only gentle mobility, but we've got the 15 seconds just to move from exercise to exercise, okay? So I'll talk you through them as we go, but it's just going to be a nice steady 45 seconds of going through the exercise. So the first one is going to be cat-cow, where we push our back up into the ceiling and look down towards the knees, and then we drive the belly button towards the floor and look forwards, okay? So we're going to work through that for 45 seconds at your own speed, okay? So ready to go then? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're just working through, drive that spine up, looking down towards the knees, and then breathe out, drive belly button down towards the floor, looking forwards. And just work between those two. Okay, so for the next one, we'll be able to stay in this position on hands and knees. So when we get to the rest in 15 seconds, just make yourself comfortable and stay where you are. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next one we've got is going to be just the hips through. So walk our hands slightly further forward. We're just going to set our hips through and then come back and through. We're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So aim is, as we get a bit more warm into this movement, we can get our hips a bit further down towards the floor. Might feel a bit stiff to begin with. Keep working through a bit further each time. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left on this one. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, the next one is going to be your 3-point twist. So hand and both knees are on the floor, and then pointing and looking towards the ceiling, and then bringing that arm under. We're going to do 40 seconds starting now on one side, and we're going to come up to the other side in the next 45. Nice and steady, looking and pointing towards the ceiling, trying to get that arm vertical, and then under. Okay, we've got about 15 seconds left. Really open that back out. Okay, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, what we're going to do, we're just going to change over to the other side. So same movement, other side. We're going to start that in about 5 seconds. Okay, let's go. Other side, point and look, and then under. Try and push it so we're pointing to the ceiling and the arms coming nice and far under. We've got about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to come over to sat down with feet in front. This one's going to be knee into the chest, knee into the chest. Bring the legs together, side to side, straight out again. Knee into the chest, knee into the chest. Ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So pull the knee into the chest, pull the other knee into the chest, Bring them both up, knees to the side, knees to the side, back out straight again. Little mobility combo. Pull them in, side to side, and then out again. Okay, keep working through. Got about 10 seconds left. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, then the last two we've got for the first round then. We're going to come up into a long lunge, then we're just going to push forward into the lunge and send ourselves back, sitting over that rear leg. Put your hands down if you need to. Okay, so let's go. So, pushing forwards, knee, make sure that knee's not caving in, at least outwards slightly, and then coming back. And let's see if we can push a bit forward, a bit further forward, and a bit deeper over that rear leg each time. And that is my knee crunching on the floor. Okay, 15 seconds left. 5, 2, 1. Okay, you guessed it. I'm going to swap over to the other side now. Exactly the same movement, but on the other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So going forwards and back. What we're going to do once this one's done is just going to take a minute just to have a drink, and then we're going to work through that circuit one more time. Let's see if we're a bit more mobile, a bit warmer on the second round. Things always feel better on the second round. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, grab a drink, give anything a shake out that's tight. Okay, so we're back into the cat-cow, 45 on, 15 off. So we're going to get ready to go then, hands and knees, starting in 2, 1, let's go. So really drive that spine up, use your core, and then drive it down towards the floor, looking forwards. Okay, good. Okay, about 10 seconds left, a couple more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, next one is the hips through. So we're here, and we're just going to send those hips through to the floor and back. Okay, so we're starting that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So hips forward, down towards the floor. Nice stretch for the lower back. Okay, 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're staying on hands and knees. We've got the twist next. So we'll start with whichever arm you fancy doing first. So that's looking and pointing, and then under. So we're going to start that In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So looking and pointing towards the ceiling. If you want to put a little pause in there, in the pointing position, that's fine. Let's get that back opened out. Okay. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we've got the other side to do. I'm going to start that in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Looking and pointing and get it under. Definitely feels better on the second round. Fifteen seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sitting down, feet in front. We're going to go into that combo again. Left leg, right leg, side to side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So pull that knee in nice and far. Pull that knee in. Knees side to side. And back out to straight again. In, feet in. Okay, good. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left of this one. Then we're into that lunge, the forward and back lunge for the last 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're up into our long lunge then. Ready to go forwards and backwards. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So push forwards. Let's push it a little bit this time, and then back and forwards. All right, good. Okay, we've got about 15 seconds to go. Let's get a couple more of these in. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to swap to the other leg, and that'll be this circuit done. We're going to do it 2 times round in total. Okay, so let's bring the other foot forwards. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm sure that having a countdown timer and doing 45 on, 15 off means it counts as exercise and not just mobility, right? Anything with 3, 2, 1 must do. Okay, here we are. We've got 20 seconds left. And grab a drink and I'll explain what we're going to do for the next little bit. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Grab a drink if you want one. We obviously just did 12 minutes of circuits, 45 on, 15 off, so Okay, so the next one, we're going to be quantifying just in number of reps rather than time. So we've got an upper body and then three lower body movements. The first one's going to be your arm circles. So we've done this one before. You're here on your hands and knees. The right arm's going to be working to begin with. We're going to have the arm out in front of you. We're going to flip the palm so it's pointing outwards. And we're just going to send it with a straight arm over the top in a nice arc. Right at the last minute then, just bend that elbow and bring it into the lower back. We're going to do 6 of those on each side. And then we're going to go into 8 nice wide sumo squats. So wide legs, feet pointing sort of quite outwards, like 45 degrees really. Nice wide sumo squats there. And then we're going to stay in that position, potentially even wider. And we're going to go into our Cossack squats from side to side then. And then finally, we're going to come down to the floor for 10 in total glute marches. So we're here, we're going to get those hips nice and high, and we're just going to squeeze that knee in towards the chest, alright? But we're going to start with the arm circles. So we're going to go for 6 of those on each side, nice and steady, okay? So start on whichever side you fancy starting with. Arm out in front, flip that palm so it points out, and we're just going to send it in a nice vertical arc over the top. As we get to where we can't really go any further, bend that elbow, bring it in to the lower back, then back over the top again. I get a big old clunk through my shoulder, you might well as well. Okay, 2. Once you've done your 6, change to the other side and just get going with that one. Okay, no rush to get those done. Okay, so next we're coming on to the sumo squat. So we're going to be stood, feet nice and wide, asking more of the hips here, feet pointing out about 45 degrees, and then for 8 reps, nice and steady, it's going to come down into that nice squat. Think of the feet like a tripod, big toe, little toe heel, gripping the floor, keeping that chest up as we do that sumo squat. Okay, from there, if you want, bring the feet in, shake your legs out. We're going to go back into the Cossack now. So the way we're going to do that, we're going to take probably even a wider stance than those sumo squats. I'm just going to come over onto this side as far as you can go, up to the top again, over onto that side, alright? Nice to work laterally, side to side, for a bit of a change. We do so much front and back work in the frontal plane. Good to do a bit of side to side. Okay, so we've got 8 in total here, so it's only going to be 4 on each side. Okay, ooh, slippery carpet. And from there, then we're down to the floor for those 10 glute marches, 10 total, so 5 each side. So we're going to squeeze those glutes, hips up high, and we're just going to squeeze those knees in towards the chest. 4, nice and steady. 5, 6, Good stuff. I'm going to go through that circuit again now. So we're going to start with the arm circles, 6 on each side, then the sumo squats, then the Cossacks, then the glute marches. So in your own time, let's get going with those arm circles. Forwards, flip that palm over the top and bend that elbow in at the last minute. Just transition onto the other side when you're done. Okay, great. Keep yourselves going through that. We're on to the sumo squats after for 8 reps. Okay, so we're up into the sumo squats. Had to get a window open, getting too hot doing this mobility. Okay, so for 8 reps here, nice quality sumo squats. And when they're done, we're into those Cossacks. So maybe a bit wider on the feet, and then over 8 in total. Then to finish off this bit, down to the floor for your 10 glute march. Okay. Right, excellent. Just also finishing those off, grab a drink if you want one. We're going to do the same thing we did last week, but I think it was really good for the hips. So we're going to start off a slightly different variation of the 90-90. So we did it actually in the leg in, knees to the side. So we're going to do 20 in total of these. So hands nice and solid behind us, going back and forth. We're going to do 20 of those in total. Then we're going to come over for 2 minutes in the pigeon on this side, 2 minutes on this side, and then we're going to go for another 20 actual 90-90s. Then we're going to do another 20, another 2 minutes in the pigeon on each side, alright? That'll get our hips feeling lovely for the rest of the day. So we're going to start here, knees together, and we're going to send them over to the side for 20, so 10 each side, working from side to side. Use that 2 minutes in that stretch as a time to relax as much as you can in that position. Okay, let's do 4 more total, then we'll get ourselves set up for the stretch. Okay, so let's get ourselves into that position. Doesn't matter which side we start. We're in that 90-90, so 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the weight of our chest body over the front knee there, with the aim of getting down a bit lower as we get more comfortable into the position. Okay, so ready to start that stretch. We're going for 2 minutes down there. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So send yourself over that front knee. We're looking for a relative level of uncomfortable but not painful. We'll settle in for a bit of time and then push a bit further into it once we're feeling a bit better. Okay, so we're just coming up to the end of the first minute. If we can, let's push a bit deeper, get a bit lower, a bit more weight through that front knee, just to increase the intensity of the stretch. Nice deep breaths. Okay, 15 seconds left. 5, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so just come back up to the top. Just give yourself a little bit of a chance just to loosen up. And then, when you're ready, get yourself back into the 90-90 on the other side. We're going to go down for 2 minutes there as well. Okay, ready to go? Starting in 2, 1, let's go. Same again. Might feel tighter or looser on this side. It's quite normal. Okay, we're coming up on the first minute again. Let's take stock. Think about if we can get a bit deeper into that stretch, be a bit heavier over that front knee. Okay, 30 seconds left. Push it a bit further if you can. Okay, 5, 4, 2, 1, and gently back up. Okay, lovely. Right. We're moving on now to our 20 full 90-90s. This is where we work ourselves across the floor. So we've got to try and work out where we are and try and stop that happening. So when you're ready, we're going to go across back into that 90-90 position, into the stretch, down probably a bit further than we were when we were stretching. Feel free to use a little bit of momentum to get you a bit deeper now that we're nice and warm. And we're just going to work through those for 20 reps in total, so 10 on each side. And we're going to go back into the stretch then. And what we'll do is we'll do a minute on each side then at the end. It's going to be a nice quality minute. Okay, let's go 6 more, 3 on each side. Okay, coming into the last one now. Let's stay there on the last one and we'll go straight into that stretch. Starting it in 3, 2, 1, and we're over in that last one. So let's really push it this time. Let's get a little bit more uncomfortable. We're only down here for a minute. Okay, 20 seconds left, push it a bit further. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop in there. Come up gently. We're going to switch over onto the other side. Okay, and we're going to head down, starting that stretch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, 30 seconds. Ten left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, back up. We're going to finish off just with a little bit of work on the hamstrings for the last couple of minutes. And the way we're going to do that, now that we're nice and warm, is that we're going to roll back here, and we're going to come forwards, feet out 10 to 2. We're going to reach forwards with a fairly flat back, so we're not arching over. Up, and we're just going to come through there for 6 reps. Once we've done 6, we're going to change the variation so we've got our legs straight together in front of us, like a typical hamstring stretch. So once you get to number 6, just change over and go straight through. Once you've done your 12 total, come up to standing. And from there, now that those hamstrings are super warm, we're going to come down into a 30-second, nice intense fold over, nice straight legs,
hamstring stretch there. Okay, so starting 2 or 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you started before the 3, 2, 1, then you just get a longer stretch. Good on you. Okay, so 30 seconds here. Really push it now. Those hamstrings are nice and warm. Uncomfortable but not painful. Let your body sink over. 10 seconds. Sink a bit further. 3, 2, 1. Gently back up to the top. And there we go.